The internet has turned against Glock, and yes, the Glock fanboys are in fact crashing out, even though there's not that many diehard fanboys left. I want to tell you a story real quick. One day, you wake up and you are the CEO of the most powerful, reputable, and trusted firearms manufacturer in the United States, if not the world. You have copied and made over 20 million of your famous handgun, and every law enforcement, military, and contractor, as well as civilian in the entire world that has to carry a weapon for personal protection or self-defense or duty use wants to carry your gun. So what do you decide to do, brand new CEO? How are you going to leave your lasting legacy in this brand new company that you've acquired overnight? What do you decide to do? Well, you start getting letters from people like California and Oklahoma and every town for gun safety telling you that your pistol is too easy to be modified. So what do you decide to do? You join their side, you bend the knee, and you say, you're right. My most tried and true and trusted handguns, the Generation 3, Generation 4, and the Generation 5 gun. Everyone loves the Gen 3 and the Gen 5. What do we want to do with this tried and true pistol? Let's cancel it. Let's cancel ourselves. And not only will we cancel ourselves, let's side with that let's put our signature on that anti-Second Amendment legislation so we don't get sued out of existence. Because all these criminals or would-be criminals, these dirty American civilians that are out here going after people and breaking the law, these felons or would-be felons are ruining our perfect safe action design that I didn't design. I'm just creating and falling in. All of a sudden I fell into this amazing horse empire and safe action striker fired pistol design. So what do I decide to do? I'm going to cancel my own company. That's the best decision. I love my own company. But what am I going to do? I'm going to cancel it. I don't think these dirty American civilians should have these Generation 5 guns because I agree with the anti-Second Amendment legislators. They are too easy to modify. So we'll cancel them overnight quietly. Okay, we'll give them 30 days to run out if they do get the word to get them. And this will undermine our competition because Shadow Systems shouldn't be making MR920 Glock clones, Palmetto State Armory shouldn't be making their Dagger, and Ruger shouldn't be making hundreds of thousands of their RXMs because we are the tried and true and we always innovate, right? We put the marksman barrel in the marksman gun. Okay, well, the end of this story is my favorite part. You know those rate modification devices we discussed? They didn't factor in, or I didn't factor in as the CEO, some random third-party dude 16 days into my brand new announcement V-Series Glock. We're going to release the best one ever. It's going to have a little bit added weight, a little bit worse trigger, but we're going to lie to the American people and tell them it's innovation and rip them off. Because we know that they'll go out and buy a Glock 19, non-MOS, and then when we release the MOS of the V-Series, they'll buy that, and then when we release the Generation 6, they'll buy that, and then when we release the Generation 6 MOS, they'll buy that, because we think they're stupid, and we're going to take advantage of the American market. But what we didn't factor in is that guy with a 3D printer that one day, 16 days into the V-Series, before it was even officially technically released to the public, 16 days in, my company will be embarrassed by some random guy on Reddit with a 3D printer and an SOT and an FFL to take a picture of some random V-Series Glock slide that may or may not have something funny on the back. And this is just, of course, a one-shot airsoft gun for YouTube, of course, but it will hammer home the point. Me as the CEO didn't factor in the third party making a 3D printed rate modification device, thus undermining all of the attempts to disarm the American population with our Generation 3 through 5 guns, side with anti-Second Amendment legislation, and embarrass the 40-year legacy, the $1.1 billion horse empire I created and inherited has now been embarrassed and ruined overnight. How'd I do on my story? You guys let me know. The internet has turned against Glock, and it is hilarious. You guys should go read the comment section of my most recent video before this on the Glock news of the V-Series release. And It is hilarious. All these guys that were in the Glock fanboy camp, myself included with my Glock 17, Gen 5, all these guys that once would have died on a hill for Glock are now saying, wait a minute, so you did all this for nothing? You betrayed the American civilian for what? For some guy in a 3D printer to make a fool of you 16 days. 16 days after your announcement, it's done. It's not even officially released yet, and you betrayed the American public, and now look at you. You ruined your horse empire. Let me know if this video was entertaining, guys. Thank you so much for being here for the Glock drama. I'll be back in the next video to talk about the Glock fanboys that are coping and seething for their favorite anti-Second Amendment large-scale $1.1 billion company that they love to defend because defend the billionaire, why don't you? Because they don't have enough money already. They're just trying to rip you off a little bit more, right? Go Ruger, go RXM, go PSA Dagger. I'll see you guys in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And until next time, it's going to be the CEO of Glock, hypothetically, signing out. Cheers.